Imagine selling shoes out of the trunk of your car and turning that small idea into a billion-dollar empire. That's the story of Nike, a brand almost everyone knows, but very few know how it actually began. This isn't just a story about shoes. It's a story about vision, persistence, learning from failure, and making smart moves that anyone can apply to their own life. Phil Knight, a college runner, had a simple but ambitious goal: create better shoes that could improve athletic performance. Together with his coach, Bill Bowerman, he started selling shoes out of the trunk of his car in 1964. Back then, the company was called Blue Ribbon Sports. The shoes weren't flashy, but they worked. The idea was simple: sell a product people actually needed. Every big empire starts small, and this was theirs. Their passion and dedication laid the foundation for everything that followed. The early years were far from easy. Sales were slow, banks refused loans, and quality control was constantly a headache. They came dangerously close to bankruptcy several times. Yet Knight and Bowerman refused to quit. Every challenge became a lesson. Every setback taught them something valuable about business, design, and persistence. They learned early that failure wasn't the end. It was a stepping stone toward growth and success. In 1971, Blue Ribbon Sports became Nike, named after the Greek goddess of victory. They hired a graphic designer to create the famous swoosh. It cost just $35. But it wasn't just a logo. It became a symbol of victory, ambition, and identity. Nike didn't just sell shoes anymore. It sold a feeling, a story, and a vision. The lesson here is clear. Branding isn't just about the product. It's about the narrative you create and the emotions you inspire. Nike's real breakthrough came when they began signing top athletes, including Michael Jordan. Suddenly, it wasn't just about running shoes. It was about aspiration. The 1988 Just Do It campaign turned Nike into a lifestyle brand. Marketing focused on emotion, inspiration, and connection. They proved that people don't just buy products. They buy stories and experiences. One shoe could inspire millions, showing how a single idea can ripple into a global movement. The brand didn't stop at the US, they expanded internationally, entering Europe, Asia, and Australia. With innovations like Air technology, Nike transformed the sneaker market. Stores, athlete sponsorships, and consistent marketing turned the company into a global powerhouse. Expansion requires innovation, consistency, and understanding your audience. Nike mastered all three. But the journey wasn't without mistakes. In the 1990s, Nike faced heavy criticism over sweatshop allegations. This forced the company to adapt, improve working conditions, and take responsibility. Every empire faces challenges, and Nike showed that how you respond matters more than the problem itself. Adaptation, accountability, and persistence are just as crucial as innovation. Today, Nike is worth over $250 billion, making it one of the most valuable sports brands in the world. Some of their top-selling shoes include the Air Jordan 1, Air Max 90, and the iconic Air Force 1. These aren't just shoes, they're cultural symbols. Nike proves that one product, when positioned correctly and supported by vision and consistency, can become a global phenomenon. Every failed prototype, every rejected design, every struggle shaped the shoes we know today. The lessons are simple but powerful. Work hard, embrace failure, innovate relentlessly, and craft your own story. That's how empires are built. From a tiny garage to a $250 billion empire, Nike demonstrates that vision, persistence, and smart branding can create a lasting legacy. So, what's your next big idea? Take your first step today, because every empire begins with a single move. Learn from the past, push through the struggles, and make your